and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Bills going up against the Cardinals. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Arizona Cardinals. They'll come out in the pistol, and they'll run it here. Bulldozes past him, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
A good explosive run there sets them up with a new set of downs, and every team wants to start their game with a really nice drive. 3 and out. No one wants to see that, and they were able to avoid it after that run.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Second down, just 1 yard to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
It's so important to establish the running game early in a contest because when you do that, that just opens your playbook so big for your offensive coordinator. And to be frank about it, they like calling pass plays better than they like calling running plays. And with the way that they're running it right now, that's going to open things up to do whatever they want through the air as this game goes on.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Their big-bodied receiver, 30 yards. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he puts it through. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Let's go! Green, 39!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. That was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and got some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Uh-oh, Charles, now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary. Very key here in this one.
You have to cut me off because, you know, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day, get the blocker away, and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. And this seemingly endless drive continues. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep. So maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Let's go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Gone.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the 2nd quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
It's a quarter, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. 4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles. Just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they get it.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A nice gain of 21 yards.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just third and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They'll come out throwing here. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintain. And the Cardinals going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. second down fumble. Now the offense needing to do something here on third down.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Backing up. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gives them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go back to the air here after the INT. Finding time. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. They'll come out in the pistol.
Green 39! Green 39!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. They find some open field here. Now the ball comes loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They might have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Their big-bodied receiver with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as...
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. and they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Out of the gun now on third down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's brought down after a good game. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
Let's go!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And quickly they get to the line. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Cardinals add on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go. Blue line. All right, here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense. Another pistol look here.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That would have set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete. And the D looking like they may blitz. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That is caught at the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cards continue to pour it on. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Bills a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
All right, here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm, You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
Pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And now they're in the hurry up.
I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught at the 8. A good pickup there at 22.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the time they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
He's got time. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
No, she's
on like the 5th tune.
She left scales way behind. But he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And he knocks it through. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And now out come the Bills. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And Unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You just tried to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it's good enough for an Arizona first. And the Cardinals have done it. They're the kings of the NFL. Arizona, your Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think